everyone, Chicks here from Comic Sound from Palm Desert, and I have a new side chick here, as you guys might as well, you've known him.
We might want to get a new name besides Side Chick.
I know, you get I don't know, what will be the best? Side
Co-host.
Co-host. I like the side chick, because okay, co-host.
Hi everyone, Heath here.
Where unfortunately Miss Lucy is, obviously she is not going to be doing this because on Tuesday you're out, but you can see her on the weekends. She's definitely still here, okay, you guys?
We're doing today the rundown of the new comics that are coming out this week for Wednesday.
Yes, for tomorrow.
And we're going to start with DC.
I'm doing DC in behalf of Miss Lucy. We're doing Justice League. We have cover A here. It's just, sorry. Justice League number 19. This is cover A. And cover B, Justice League is Liefeld is doing the variant as well. So I think he's been doing a couple of the variants for Justice League, and we've been seeing a lot of him in DC so far. I mean, he's doing some variants on Marvel, right?
Yeah, he's got two this week he's got more than two, but two that we're talking about this week.
Okay. So that's Justice League, cover A and cover B. We have the Harley Quinn. This is the cover A. And also cover B. Cover B is actually on Q's Double Up. And for some pool members there, they did some ordering, pre-order. And this is by Derek Chu. A couple weeks ago, Batgirl 23, he did that variant as well. So, and previous Harley Quinn, he did the variant as well. She was on a motorcycle. Batman 66, this is the cover A, and Batman 66 cover B is this one. And Doomsday Clock. It's supposed to be just 12 issues ending in December. It got pushed and pushed and pushed again. So finally, I don't know what the drawback is, but this is the Doomsday Clock number 9. We still have 3 more to go, and it's finally over. I'm not following Doomsday Clock. No more Marvel. So I think that's all I've got for DC. You see how quick that is? Because it's quick. So tiny. That's why I always envy Lucy. I'm like, you go through so quick. She only has very little.
All right, so now we're going to move on to Marvel. So I'm going to go ahead and start. There are a bunch of number ones this week. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and start and get the big one out of the way is Cosmic Ghost Rider Destroys Marvel History on number 1. The writer is Paul Scheer. The artist is Todd Nauck. And this cover is by Gerardo Zaffino. So this is the cover A. That's the cover. That's the Ron Lim cover. Is that a one out of something? Or?
No, this is just a regular.
It's a regular. Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's the Carlos Pacheco variant.
Mm-hmm. Pacheco is 1 out of 10.
Yep. And then we've got the Rob Liefeld 1 out of 25. Yeah. So basically, the story of this is like if you've ever read Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe or anything like that. It's a very similar concept. Where Ghost Rider goes back in time and then he decides to sort of wreak havoc with the timeline, starting with the Fantastic Four when they first were created. So if you're interested in that, or if you're interested in like the Deadpool Kills, those different series, then I'd recommend checking this out as well. The next one we have is Meet the Skrulls. This one and this one. Writer is Robbie Thompson. Artist is Nico Hinrichon?
See, now you're feeling.
Yeah, I couldn't read my own handwriting. And then this cover is by Marcos Martin, okay. And then this, of course, is the Scotty Young variant, and then this one is the movie variant here. So this is basically about a family of Skrulls sort of invading Earth, but being a very platonic, normal family. Very similar to if you've seen the show The Americans. It's very much like that. And it's got a lot of those sort of like Cold War spy sort of overtones to it. So if you're interested in anything like that, or if you just want to read up about Skrulls for the Captain Marvel movie, I'd recommend picking this up. The next one is Amazing Spider-Man 16.HU. Now, this isn't 16. 16 came out last week. This is a Hunted tie-in. So if you've been reading Spider-Man, you know that Kraven the Hunter is coming after Spider-Man and hunting him down. And so this is all of the run of that. So this is 16.HU. Writer Nick Spencer. And then this cover is by Greg Land. So it's important to note, though, if you want all of the Hunted, that you need to put in your poll that you want the Hunted tie-ins, because if you just want the Spider-Man things, you might not get this, because this is 16.HU and 16 came out last week. Next one is Avengers No Road Home.
Which I read.
Number 4, yep, so
Do you read that one?
I do not. I probably should, though, because do you want to talk about it for a little bit? Just sort of.
Well, since I am reading this and it comes out weekly, highly recommend it for anybody that's liking Avengers. It's their version of Dark Knight's Metal from DC. So there is Dark Forces, and then there's a really cool villain, which is a female. Her name's Nyx. Highly recommend.
This cover is by Yasmin Putri, and then this one is by Marco I believe it's Jurdajevic.
Okay.
Jurdajevic, I'm gonna say. But yeah, so next one is Deadpool number 10. I don't have the cover A with me. I think only the poll members got cover A, right? Mm-hmm. They put it in there. So this is actually one of the Spider Villains variants. There were 6 that came out this week, and there's 3 or 4 more coming up in the double up. So if you like Spider-Man or want any of these Spider Villain covers, definitely do the double up on those. But this is Deadpool number 10, of course, the writer Scotty Young. The cover and the artist of this one is Scott Hepburn.
And Nick Bradshaw.
Yeah, Nick Bradshaw did the variant of the Spider Villains cover. And there's a first appearance of a character called Good Night, which I believe was teased in the first issue. Next up...
You have a lot.
I do. And I've still got a couple number 1s to go through. We have Immortal Hulk number 14. And this is the regular cover by Alex Ross. And this one actually had another Spider-Villains variant as well by Chris Stevens. It's with the Sandman.
So for the month of March, all the variants now. So we've moved on from Scrolls. Now it's
Spider-Villains. Though I think it'll just be this week and then maybe next week and maybe one more, just because they're running out of Spider-Man villains. The next thing I have is one of the Age of X-Men little 5-issue runs. This one is Prisoner X. So if you didn't know, Age of X-Men is like a new run by X-Men, and there's a bunch of them, and they're all 5-issue runs. There's an original one-shot, and then there's all 5-issue runs. So this is a new one. This is the Inukley cover, by the way. Writer is Vita Ayala. Artist is... I cannot read. I believe it's German Peralta, I believe. And so basically the plot of this one is anybody who breaks the law in the Age of X-Men gets sent to the Danger Room, set on its hardest setting. So kind of an interesting sort of like, almost like a prison fight, sort of like survival type thing. So looks pretty good. So the next one I have is Domino Hot Shots number 1. Writer Gail Simone, artist David Badion. And then this cover is by R.B. Silva.
This one is
the 1 out of 25 by Ryan Gonzalez, or is it Rian Gonzalez?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
By Gonzalez cover.
Gotcha.
1 out of 25.
This is basically Domino forms an all-female team to basically fight back against these 2 warring nations. So they sort of they form a team called the Hot Shots. So it's got her and Diamondback, which was in the 10-issue run of Domino that just wrapped up. So if you like Domino, or if you like basically a lot of different Marvel women characters, because this one has Black Widow in it and a couple others in it, pick it up. The next one I have is part of the they're doing the reprints of famous older history of Marvel comics. This one is Ziggy Pig Silly Seal. This is a number 1. It's a one-shot. Writer is Frank Terry. Artist Jacob Chabot. This cover is by Nick Klein. This is the Bobby Rubio Skrulls variant. And this is the Michael Del Mundo variant. And then we've got a couple of high Star Wars variants. Star Wars Age of Republic Padme Amidala, number 1. This is a 1 out of 10 movie variant. We also have a bunch of cover A, if you want to pick that up. The last thing I have in Marvel is this 1 out of 25 Vader Dark Visions. Is it you? Is it there? You said U variant? You wrote U variant.
Yes, Lino U variant.
Yes, absolutely. So this is a 1 out of 25. And we also, there's both cover A and B we have on the floor. And I think that is all I have for Marvel. So do you want to jump into Independent and finish us off?
Yes, I do. We have the Ronin Island by Boom. If you can hold this one for me. So this is this is the cover A for Ronin Island, and this is the cover B. Actually, it's a high variant. It's 1 out of 15 by La Fuente variant. It is a Ronin Island survivors of the devastating event rebuild society on a hidden island until an army arrives with ruled from the new shogun to pay a protection tax or face the invasion of mutated Horde. And Morning in America. And I actually wrote like a freaking novel in the back.
I see a novel there.
Yes, so this is cover A. He has the cover B. It's Morning America, year 1983. A series of disappearance afflicts Tucker, Ohio, following the opening of a mysterious new factory. But when the town finds itself under siege of strange monsters, it's up to the intrepid girl gang of no-account teen delinquents to try and figure out what's happening and save everyone's lives before it's too late. $6 man and Anna.
$6 million man.
$6. What is it? A billion? I don't know much about him. Seriously, is he like a billionaire? Is he like a
I think it was wasn't it
Tony Stark?
I'm probably super wrong, but I thought it was like a serial show. It might have been
a serial.
Like a cereal, like as in with an S, not as in like not something you eat, like a cereal. I thought it was like a cereal from like the 80s.
The doubles jumpers, apparently, I don't know. We've ordered number 3, but it's in a key collector. As a reference, this is a homage of the 80s game, I believe, an arcade game back in the 80s. So check it out. I'm not sure it's about.
It looks a lot like what's it called? Dragon's Lair, the one that was like animated like a movie.
Oh.
And then like you had to like make it was basically a QuickTime event.
So Blossom 666 is an Archie horror.
Yes.
One of their so they part of the Vampironica.
Yeah. So it's Vampironica, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, this
Jughead.
one, the Jughead one, and then the there's like the zombie one. I don't remember what that one is.
Is it Archie Afterlife?
Yeah. That one.
So any dark versions of Archie, so they're like this is it. So apparently is her brother is a Antichrist. Her twin brother is Antichrist. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, yeah.
You just look.
I know. I'm so weird. And so that's it. And then so my last favorite one, which is not on the key collector, which is Surprise. It's a I can't pronounce the word. What is it?
No, you can pronounce it. I'm sure if you give it a try.
Parody.
What? Parody. I think you were trying to say the title.
No, that's so okay.
That's why I think you were trying to make me say it. No, it's a parody. Yeah.
Because my kids are crazy about Fortnite and doing the dances. I've done the what do you call that?
You are asking the wrong person about any of that.
So anybody that is obsessed with Fortnite, there is a Fortnite. It is a parody of Fortnite. So apparently they have the coolest covers, you guys. So we have the blank cover, which is, I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can find an artist and have them draw something crazy about farts. And we have this guy, and it's remember it's that song block. What is it?
Copper Tone.
Yeah, look, and he's actually farting.
I feel dirty holding this. I'm not gonna lie.
Fortnite. It's fascinating. It's really, I'm like, I have to
That is
have
not
all
the
of that.
word that I would use to describe
First
this.
explosive issue ever. Anyway, I think that's all I've got. And watch out. And I posted today's update of Q's Double Up. So if you guys want to double up, let me know. We're here to help you guys out. And I guess that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think
Thank you
that's
all
it.
very much.
Thank you guys. Bye. Hi everyone. Don't forget to subscribe at Comic-Con Palm Desert. And the first 250 people that subscribe could win this 9.8 CGC Josh from Middleton Batgirl number 23. Don't forget to subscribe.